Hello, you're watching Proactive London. I'm joined by Richard Marsden, Chief Executive at Synergen. Richard, good to speak to you following the release of your full year results. Could you provide an overview of Synergen's work over the past year?
Yeah, thank you, Stephen. So over the last year, we've been reviewing a lot of our clinical trial data for our drug, SNG001, which is an inhaled antiviral that we deliver directly into the lungs of patients with the aim of helping them handle common respiratory viral infections. So this would be things like influenza infection, RSV, rhinovirus, and of course, more recently, SARS-CoV-2 infections. So we've looked at our data from the trials we conducted before the pandemic and also during the pandemic, and we've mapped that against the current medical need. So where are the patients who are really suffering when they get this wide range of viruses? And the result of all that, along with interaction with the medical community and the scientific community, has led us to want to start a trial, phase 2 trial in mechanically ventilated patients.
Why have you chosen mechanically vented patients as the target patient population for the next clinical trial, Richard?
There's 2 or 3 reasons around this. So firstly, from a medical need perspective, the mortality for patients who've got one of these viruses in their lungs when they're on a ventilator is in the range of 25 to 45%. And these patients are expensive to treat. So you've got a high medical need, a high commercial need, and there are very few therapeutic options for these patients. So medical and commercial take us towards ventilated patients. But there's also a couple of things that have emerged across the trials we've conducted. Pretty much in all the trials, the patients who are most badly affected with the virus when we start treatment, so things like breathlessness or low oxygen saturations, seem to respond best to drug. And the other thing is we seem to stop bad things from happening to patients in different settings. And this is encouraging data. So in the outpatient, we seem to lower the risk that patients will become hospitalized. If they're already hospitalized, we seem to have this signal suggesting that they're less likely to deteriorate further and die. So taking all of that knowledge plus the clinical need really pushes us straight towards trying to do something for these ventilated patients in a phase 2 clinical trial.
So what's the next steps, Richard? What can we expect to hear from you next?
So the next updates from us will be more details on the clinical trial that we want to start this winter. So I look forward to seeing you again, and I can provide those updates.
Look forward to that conversation, Richard. Thank you very much for joining us today.